So you're getting a new puppy. Yes! Wondering what to do first? Like first? I know those beginning hours with your puppy are pretty exciting, but daunting. I'm sure you've prepared for this, but when the time comes, you may be wondering what exactly should be going on when you first arrive home. Now, I've got you covered on that topic, and in this video, I'm going to take you through the first 24 hours with your new furry friend. And I'm going to help you know what to expect and how to help him adjust to your house. Michelle here with How to Train a Dream Dog. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can be first to get notified when my next lesson comes out. Alright, let's think about this situation from your puppy's perspective. You might have been planning for this day for weeks and months, but for your puppy, he thinks it's just a normal day. Nothing new happening here. And he wakes up and the breeder gives him some food and he's playing with his litter mates, and then you show up and you take him away. And now everything is new to him. It's like if you were suddenly picked up and put in your car and taken to the airport and put on a plane, and you can't talk and no one's talking to you. And then you're just suddenly going somewhere with someone and you know nothing. That's what it's like for our dogs. Poor things. They just don't understand our words, so we really can't prepare them. But we can try to make the process a whole lot easier. Now, when bringing your puppy home from the rescue or a breeder, I strongly recommend you put him in the crate for the car ride home. He will likely sleep in the car. That rocking motion and all the overstimulation just tends to make the little guy doze right off. Now, if he's in the crate, this could be the first introduction. So make that sleepy time work in your favor and help him begin that association that the crate means sleep. If you can, bring the snuggle puppy with you and rub it on the mama dog, or bring home a blanket that smells like the mama dog. That would be nice for your pup to have in the crate. Now, you can play calming music and even use the Adaptil spray to further set this car ride up for success. Now, I go into some more details about car rides in this video, so be sure to check that out if your journey home involves a car in a significant way. Now, you've probably heard me talk about introducing new items to your puppy gradually so that they can build up the positive association. But for safety reasons, sometimes we have to just jump in right on day one. And that's the case with the crate and the leash and the collar. Now, you can start associating these things with good things as soon as possible, but you'll also have to use them even before the work is done. Now, puppy fussing and complaining is normal, but you want to change things up if you think your puppy is panicking. Panic behavior usually looks like thrashing and screeching and really out of control anxiety. Now, if you see that, it's time to do a brain reset and help the pup calm down by getting him out of the crate, taking off that leash and collar, and changing the environment up. Sometimes you kind of have to just do the best you can while keeping your pup safe in that exact moment. That also means you'll need to take smaller steps towards your goal and start on that work right away. All right, arriving home. So now you are probably ready to arrive home and you're asking, Michelle, what do I do? What's the first thing I do with my puppy when we get home? Well, I recommend that you take your puppy to the potty spot right away before you head into the house. Introduce him to the potty area. Hopefully it's outside because you've heard me say that pee pads are a definite no. He may or may not go potty, but if he does, you can reward him right away with a little piece of kibble and a little tiny praise party. Nothing too loud or too crazy. This is all new to your puppy and it's probably quite scary. Now, the best potty training info is going to be in the free new puppy starter kit. I've also included a sample schedule, some great information on the fundamentals of potty training, some amazing tips if things aren't going quite according to your plan, and a bell training lesson. If you haven't seen this digital kit yet, you're missing out! Now, as soon as you finish watching this video, head over to watch the new puppy starter kit videos. The link is in the description below. So, after introducing the puppy to the potty spot, you might be tempted to head inside, plop that puppy on the floor, and squeal with all the cuteness. Okay, well maybe, not quite yet. Hold on. I don't recommend giving your pup a lot of space right now. He's probably rather small, he's definitely overwhelmed at everything new, and a lot of new space will likely just overstimulate him and probably lead to a lot of accidents. Now, this is a great time to introduce him to his pen and his crate inside. If the two are attached, you can put him in his pen and let him explore just a little bit. Maybe the smell of the blanket or the snuggle puppy will lead him into his crate. Let him check out the smaller area for a little while so he gets familiar with that new space. Now, there are probably so many smells. He's got a lot to learn. During this time, I would recommend just one human on the floor in an enclosed area with the pup at a time. Now, resist the temptation to scoop him up and put him on your lap for a long snuggle session, or play pass the puppy to several other adoring humans that also want to snuggle him. Just sit quietly on the floor, one at a time, and let him come to you. You can say a soft yes when he looks at you or when he gains some confidence to come and smell or sit on you, but let him lead the way. We always encourage our students to be inviters, not invaders of a puppy's personal space. Now, if other humans in the house want to meet him, let them take turns sitting on the floor and letting the pup get to know them as he is comfortable. So the first day and days are about doing things at the puppy's pace. What I'm saying is all of the training is done at your puppy's pace, not yours. As you see the puppy getting sleepy, believe me, this won't take long. Gently direct him or place him in his crate, close the door, and cover it. Put on some soft doggy calming music and walk away. Now, he might whine and fuss, and that's okay for a little bit. It's part of him learning how to self-soothe. This could take a while. Now, as long as he's not panicking, it's okay to let him work through this extinction burst. Now, if you know his needs have been met and he's had a potty break and some food and you know he's sleepy, it's okay to let him complain for just a little bit before he falls asleep. There's really no magic answer for how long he should be able to cry, but if he's not panicking, his brain is capable of learning new things, so let the process play out if you can. Now, crate training can be hard, but it's worth it. I've got a lot of great tips for you. This video is my latest one with all my favorite tips. It's a great place to start, and you can dig into the other crate training videos on this channel too. Okay, what about settling in? Based on when he last ate, it might be time to offer your pup a meal. We recommend having water out for him whenever he feels like drinking. You might monitor this as you start to really work on potty training, but for right now, the water bowl out is fine. You can introduce him to his food spot, or you can offer one meal or part of a meal in the crate. As long as he isn't panicking, this will actually help with the crate training. Only offer one meal of the day in the crate if he's stressed, because we don't want him to associate mealtime with a negative experience. Now, you're going to work up to a better association with the crate with time and training. Don't be surprised if that cute pupper isn't interested in eating for a few days either. He might eat a piece or two and then just move on. This is also very normal. He might not take treats right away either. This is also very normal. Don't panic and start doctoring up his food. You can actually create a very picky eater this way. You can see if he would prefer to eat off the floor, but it could just be too much too soon. Don't worry. As long as he's drinking a little bit of water, it's okay for him to have a decrease in appetite. He'll make up for it in the next few days, I promise. Now, you can also use kibble as a reward for things that you like. Now, it's never too soon to start training. You just have to structure it in a way that his developmental capacity can handle. So for now, offer kibble when he does something that you like, such as going potty outside, or looking at you and making eye contact, or coming to you when you call him. He won't always be that compliant, so don't think that you have a magical unicorn in the form of a trained puppy at 8 weeks. For now, and for always, when he's doing what we want, be sure to reward him. All right, now what? Well, as your first day progresses, you can continue to just let your pup explore his pen. Take naps, get to know his humans, and just take it all in. Resist the temptation to parade him around to your friends and family. There will be time for that in the next 2 weeks or so. For the first week, I do recommend you letting your pup only get to know the humans who will be living in your home. I also recommend keeping noises and smells to a minimum. You don't have to cancel all your normal home life, but just remember how much is new to him. Maybe having friends over for a scrumptious steak dinner can be saved for a week or two from now. And exposure training is really important, but give it some time before you dive right in. Keeping the puppy in the pen, especially if it's attached to the crate, is a great option for right now. You can help him explore a new room later, once potty training is going well and that you see he's ready for a little bit more space. This video here can tell you all about that. But for now, and for at least the first few weeks, his world should be his pen, his potty spot, and maybe some supervised play in just one room. And when you see he's sleepy, that's a good time to put him in his crate. That sleepiness will work to your favor, just like in the car. Then he'll learn to have a quicker association with the crate and sleeping. This is what you're looking for a lifetime. So start now. I always say it's cute until it's not cute, or it's fine until it's not fine. A pup sleeping on your lap is adorable now, but if you don't also introduce the crate as a sleeping spot, you might end up with a puppy who can't sleep without you. That's a pretty big responsibility for the next 10 to 15 years. Remember to keep your mindset adjusted during this first day as well. Just like human babies are not really showing personality traits when they're newborns, what you see here is not the end result of your puppy's habits. Training in time and brain development will all play a big role in how he grows and develops. Your 8-week-old puppy will enjoy very different things than that same dog at 8 months. Just appreciate this moment right now and don't project too much into the future based on what you see that first day. Alright, the next topic, start with a schedule. So the first day is a good time to start moving into a schedule. Now it's going to take some time for it to develop, but if you start tracking your puppy's activities, this will help you build a schedule that works for you and him. Now use a log like the one found in my new puppy starter kit and track things like naps and eating and poo and pee. See if you can notice patterns or when he goes potty in relation to meals or when he seems the most awake and playful. Remember, that big change he went through will influence his behavior on that first day. So just keep an open mind and approach the log with the curiosity of a scientist. More study will be needed before you can come to any conclusions. What about that first night? Humans often approach that first night with a lot of trepidation. That's appropriate. You just don't know how it's gonna go. And I'm here to tell you that it probably won't be perfect. You will probably lose some sleep. You'll get up a lot to check on the puppy or wake up if you hear a little fuss on that pet camera or baby monitor. Or maybe you'll be getting up proactively every few hours to go check to see if he needs to go potty. Now, you can wait for a whine or a bark to take him out, or you can take him out for a potty break proactively. He's not likely to sleep through the night, and most pups who are 8 weeks old can hold their bladder about 2 to 3 hours at night. Sometimes more if they are deep sleeping. Now remember, some fussing and complaining is to be expected. Your pup is saying, wait, I think I'm supposed to be with my siblings and mama. I seem to be somewhere where I'm not supposed to be. I think somebody made a mistake. If his needs have been met before bed, then it's okay to let him fuss a little. Like I said before, if he's not panicked, this is part of working through the process. This time is a lot about trial and error, and you have to wing it to kind of get through that next day. This is not the time to establish hard and fast rules or think that your puppy needs to learn a lesson or learn who's the boss. There's never really a good time for either of those. That's not how puppies' brains work. This is the time to give puppy some grace. Move slowly and methodically towards the behavior you want to see. Puppy raising is not an overnight process, and it's important to take it slow and understand your role as the critical thinker in this relationship. Above all, we want you to do that. Just build a relationship with your dog. That comes from communication and understanding of each other. Now, you can learn more about bonding with your dog in this video. It's one of my favorite ones because I love helping people learn how they can have an amazing relationship with their dog for life. That's why I'm a trainer. All right, what's next? So, if you survive the first day, and I know you will because you're in the right place for all the great advice, it's time to start thinking ahead just a little bit. Really digging into that schedule and learning more about how that puppy is going to fit into your human world. Your next stop will be this video, surviving the first week. And from there, just keep binge watching the videos here on this channel. You'll be so amazed by all the different topics I cover. And if you think this is great, you're going to love the online course, 30 Days to Puppy Perfection. You're going to love learning the games to play with your puppy to teach them all about the manners and skills they need to learn to keep them safe. All right, in the comments below, tell me, when are you getting your puppy? Or if you already have him, how did the first night go?